reporting on the games you love by people who love to game. The MMO Reporter Network. MMO Reporters coverage of PAX East 2012 is brought to you by our exclusive sponsor, Squarespace. And I'm back here again at the Turbine booth, talking to none other than Sapience himself. Hello, Rick. How are you doing today?
Hi, Chris. Pretty good. Enjoying the show so far?
It's fantastic. You have a huge booth here. The Warner Brothers booth is the biggest, I think, at PAX this year.
Yeah, actually we are. We have a lot of great games here. Obviously we have LOTRO, we have DDO, a lot of great Warner Brothers titles too. So we got a lot of floor space. It's really fun.
Not only that, over at the Wizards of the Coast, look at that, we're doing the birthday celebrations behind us. Over at the Wizards of the Coast booth, you've got that amazing Lulth statue that is there, and dressed as well. That looks fantastic.
They actually built that statue based on our 3D render that we created for the game. So anybody that's at PAX that sees that, that's Lulth from DDO. It's great. It really is awesome.
That's fantastic. We actually shot some video with Fernando over there just the other day. So we're getting into the 5th anniversary. I mean, that's got to be pretty exciting around the office.
It's absolutely a thrill a minute. We come up with all these great ideas for what we're going to do. As you can see, all these guys behind us, they're coming into the booth. They're wishing us happy birthday, getting a really nice hoodie with our 5th anniversary logo on it. We have some other 5th anniversary swag here in the booth. We have a great party tonight here at PAX. There's some really top secret 5th anniversary swag that's only going to be available at the party. We're going to do an in-game anniversary. I know last year some players were a little upset and disappointed about the anniversary. No worries this year. It is going to be great. And some of the things you're going to be able to get, one cosmetic cloak in particular I'm thinking of, you're really going to like.
Nice. So are we looking at having some anniversary-based events as well in-game?
There will be anniversary-based events. We have a whole new firework-based event this year that's going to be really spectacular, if I can steal away a little fireworks thunder there. We have some new events. We've made some events that were great before, even better now. The first thing that comes to mind is I know a lot of people are kind of so-so on the beer hall brawl, and they think they get griefed a lot in it. You can't be griefed anymore. We've made it to where you can do a version of it where it is almost a PvP event, but you can do the basic version where it's almost impossible to lose, so you won't have trouble getting your tokens this year.
Nice. So being one of the community manager for Lord of the Rings Online, going into its 5th game, what do you think it is about the Lord of the Rings Online community that has made this game succeed, where a lot of games haven't lasted 5 years? That's not very common in MMO land.
I think the secret to the LOTRO community is the LOTRO community. We seem to attract a different type of player. They're really connected to the lore. They're really connected to Tolkien's concepts of individual self-realization, but through a community effort. So while if you think about the actual lore in the Lord of the Rings, it's all about empowering the individual. It's about Aragorn becoming king. It's about Frodo and Sam and Merry and Pippin realizing they're more than their stature would suggest. But as the books progress and as our game progresses, you realize that there's as much importance placed on their communities and where they came from. Frodo, Sam, Merry, Pippin, they're not fighting for themselves, they're fighting for each other, and they're fighting for the Shire, and that becomes, a very central point in the books, and I think our community brings that feeling into the game with them. You're not just there for yourself, you're there for your friends, you're there for your kinship, you're there for the larger community, and I think it really helps bind them and make them a very unique community in the MMO space.
So how does that affect your approach to managing the community? Because it is a different community than what you'll find playing a lot of other MMOs.
Actually, it makes my job a lot easier because you look out there and there's some great communities and there's some not so great communities. Our community does a really great job of policing themselves, and the fact that they're more invested in the property than a lot of other players of other games, they sort of don't want their community to be seen poorly, so they sort of really do a good job of keeping themselves, out of the trouble spots, being, too over the top or, inappropriate on the forums or even in game. So my job's actually easier because our community's so awesome.
So when I asked Aaron yesterday about is there some new content coming up, what is it for Update 7, his answer was yes. And that was it. Can you tease us a little bit more about Update 7?
Absolutely yes.
There we go. We get a little bit more. Thank you.
2 words.
2 words. That's right. Excuse me. So, Update 6 just launched. You've got your wonderful Pew Pew Hunter going out and about. What is it that's keeping you busy in the Great River region?
I look around a lot. I spend a lot of time down in Standguard and just see, I know what's coming, right? So I go down to Standguard and I was like, wow, when you guys see what's coming, you know, this is a taste, but when you see what's coming, it's going to be more. So obviously, you know, I go out, I do my deeds like everybody else, and I'm very quietly leveling up my little known lore master that I have the Pew Pew, but Lore Masters, relax, that's my second main, so I'm almost at cap with my Lore Master now, so shortly.
Well, that's doing better than I am. I'm still level 72 after, 2.5 years, 3 years in the game now, so you're doing better than I am.
Yeah, my Hunter's capped, my Lore Master's almost there. I need another weekend, but Pax got in the way.
You know, I know Bill is going to find a way to say, see, even someone who has a job that keeps them so busy managing the community for Lord of the Rings Online, he gets to get 2 characters almost level cap, and you can't even get 1. So thank you very much for that, giving Bill more fodder.
Hey, no problem, anytime. I feel guilty because there are members of my household that currently have, I think, 4 characters at the cap. So I actually feel like I'm a little lagged behind, so I know how you feel.
All right, well, thanks so much for your time, Rick. It's fantastic. I will definitely see you at the party tonight, and it looks like you got lots of people waiting here to play the game. So thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good show.